Well. Good morning, everybody. Breaking news, breaking news. Um, for those that don't know, and you're new, please hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. You see the title, Breaking News. Ryan Garcia's house was targeted Thursday night, February 26, 2026. It says Ryan Garcia's Los Angeles home was targeted in an attempted burglary on Thursday night, which was February 26, 2026. The incident, an intruder scaled a perimeter fence and attempted to enter Garcia's home around 9:35 p.m. They had a police response. A security guard present at the home reported the incident, and police responded to the scene, but the suspect fled before they arrived. The outcome, a report for attempted burglary and trespassing was filed. It's unclear if Garcia was inside the home at the time. All right, so this is what I mean. It's like, when you're, it's interesting how this stuff works. It's happened to me. I've had people show up to my house. When you're streaming and you're, allowing anybody into your life and allowing them to, get close to you, and then you think that they might be your friend, but you never know. They might be looking and scoping out to try to get at you. That's why I'm the way I am now. That's why I do the things I do now. I do things differently, whether you like it or not. One thing I was taught in therapy, you're always going to have haters, but you can overcome that. And, my intentions today are pure. My intentions today are to bring a message of experience, strength, and hope. And also, speaking about pretty much, anything with Garcia, anything with fights that come along. And that's pretty much what I do. That's pretty much what I do. That's fine. They can record all they want. That's fine. That's what immature, people do. People that have nothing better to do, they could record all they want. I understand. People, cannot seem to get me out of their head. But that's okay. That's okay. That is okay with me. I don't mind. I don't mind. But there is a thin line here, and if you come on here and you discuss anything with my personal life or bring up anybody in my life, as like family and, so on and so forth. That's a no-go. That's a huge, huge no-go. And I've learned, if I'm going to smoke a cigarette or, whatever, I'm going to turn the camera off. And I also have a bunch of blocked words now. So, yeah, and I got my comments on strict now, too. And I also know how to copyright strike now, too. So just be aware of that. I do know how to copyright strike now. I do know how to put in reports to where I get videos taken down from other channels, if I have to. Hello, how are you today? I am great. How are you? I hope well. Thank you for asking. But yeah, the scared me, the paranoid me, the, me that used to be is no longer here. There's a song by Rare Breed about the old him passing away. You understand? And it makes perfect sense. The old you becomes a new you as long as you work on yourself. And, one thing I will always say on my lives is therapy is key. Therapy teaches you how to deal with people that are full of hatred, that cannot look themselves in the mirror and, figure out what's going on with them. They always got to, direct their energy or however they're feeling towards someone else. But that don't work with me anymore. it don't work. It's not going to work. So you can try and try and try and try and try and try and try, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's just not going to work. It's just not going to work. Period. Blessed be the fruits of our labor. Let the past succumb to itself, and the future be bright and fruitful. Amen. Yes. Amen. 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 Anyways, so how is everybody doing out there? How's everybody holding up? I hope well, depending on where you are. But yeah, I have a lot of blocked words, and I did that for a reason. Out of I got to try different things, different tactics. I got to stay on point. I got to put stuff out there. But my thing is isn't it interesting? Ryan Garcia won the WBC welterweight title at, I believe it was 147. And a couple days later, they attempted to burglarize his home. Now, I noticed that he has a tendency of, hanging out with a lot of streamers and allowing a lot of these streamers to come inside his home. And, he's open. He's got a heart. He cares. He's not that type of person that, is, always got a chip on his shoulder. He's always, what's up? He'll sign whatever, there comes a time like now where, he's got a lot of haters. He's got a lot of haters because you know what? He proved to the world that he is not just a YouTube streamer or a, just somebody that plays around with the boxing gloves. No, he's lethal. He is lethal. Everybody at first was like, oh yeah, Barrios was gonna, whoop his, ass and blah, 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 blah. And what happened? What happened? And see, everybody stays steady on, the way Ryan moves, because normally it's that left. It's that left hook. But what was it this time? In the first round, what was it this time? He went up and over the glove on the right side and got Barrios right there. Hurt him right there. Knocked him to the canvas. Hurt him right there. I give it to Barrios, though. He put on a hardcore fight. He did. He really put on a hardcore fight. And you know what? The reality of it is now, all these people that were on there saying Ryan Garcia this, Ryan Garcia that, they weren't want to buy, and now everybody wants a piece. Serious. Now everybody it seems everybody's popping up wanting to fight Ryan Garcia. You got Pitbull Cruz, you got Devin Haney, you got Connor Ben, you got man, the list goes on. I even heard something, I don't know how true it is, but I heard something possible, something Floyd Mayweather. I don't know. I don't know if that'd be a good idea. To be completely 100% honest, I don't know. I don't know, because Ryan is very skilled at what he does. He's very skilled at what he does. When he's locked in, like completely. Like it's no more games. You know what I mean? I noticed like his diet. I noticed he was not, drinking. He wasn't partying. He was fully locked in. And before that bell even rang, he was raring to go, and he got right in the center and started engaging with Barrios. And once he started engaging with Barrios, that right there was like, I knew right then and there that this was not just going to be like a lot of people thought that Barrios was going to knock Ryan out. But once again, Barrios was a tough fighter. Was a tough fighter, and Ryan even said it. He said it. It was a tough match. He just kept getting up. And that right there for me is like, wow. You know what I mean? Like he really, really, really utilized his tools. He utilized not only the left, but he utilized that jab. And he's got a mean jab on him. And that for me was like, when I was watching him and he was just jabbing and jabbing and jabbing and jabbing and jabbing. And I noticed that he was training, I believe, with David Benavidez, the Mexican Monster. And I really think that he learned some, skill from David. I really do. And a lot of people slept on Ryan's dad, but Ryan's dad has been with him since day one. At 7 years old, they were doing this in their garage. So, a lot of people forget about Ryan's, beginning of coming into the sport of boxing. They forget that, there comes those times where you fall off. I mean, everybody falls off. I fell off for a very long time. And now that I'm back, now that I'm cruising the right way, now that I'm not allowing the negativity to get the best of me, life can't get any better than that. Life can't get any better than that. Life cannot get any better than that. I mean, every day is growing. It's growth. You continue to grow. Haters are going to hate. They're always going to hate. They're never really going to want to, try to participate. They're never really going to want to try to put things that happened 2 years, 3 years, 4 years to the past, right? But that's okay. I understand. See, I today understand that certain people are just obsessed. And, learning myself, I got to worry about what I do. I can't worry about what others do. I got to worry about me, myself, and I. And that's that. And whatever is important in my life that's going to continue to help me grow, that might actually help others. That's what it's about. It's overcoming those fears. It's overcoming the anxiety. It's overcoming the depression. It's finding what works best for you. Plain and simple. No other way around it. It's about what works best for you. If I worry about what everybody else thinks and wants to say and, so on and so forth, then I'm not going to make it anywhere in this world. I'm not. And, people can say whatever they want to say. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not doing anything good with my life. They don't know. A lot of these people are from different states. Some of them claim they're from where I'm at. Some of them claim that but it is what it is. Because at the end of the day, it's just words across the screen in a chat. That's it. That's all it is. It's words across the screen in a chat. And as long as I just sit back and enjoy the ride and, enjoy myself and bring proper content and, bring certain experiences, strengths, and hopes that I want in my life, and people could laugh. Everything's a joke, to certain people, but that's besides the point. Once again, I pray for people today. Even if they don't like that, I still pray for you because that's what I've been taught. And I don't go on these long tangents. I don't sit here and do the things that I used to do. I don't call people names. I don't talk about people's family. I don't do that. That is the past. We are in the now. I made a New Year's resolution that 2026 is going to be amazing because I am not going to take my foot off the pedal. I'm not. I'm going to continue to move forward because every time you continue to move forward, you get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. You don't let nothing get to you. Not anything. Not a soul. Not a soul. Not a soul. You don't have to. That's a choice. That is a choice. You can either feed into it, or you can just continue to do your content the way you want to do your content, bring your content to the table. And eventually, it's like when you have all that filth clogging, eventually it clears and more better people start to appear and they start to see the difference and they start to see that I'm not going to give in like I used to. I'm just not. There's no sense in me giving in to any of you. The respectful ones that come into my chat and say, respectful things and so on and so forth. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do. I appreciate that. Please, if you're new, hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. That way, every time I go live. Sometimes you might get a long live. Sometimes you might get a short live. It depends on how I feel, and it depends on what's going on in the chat, and it depends on if I'm going to drop a link. And if you come in correct, I might drop a link. But if you don't come in correct, I'm just not going to drop a link. I don't have time for that. I don't think any of us do. But, people can laugh. They can think it's all a joke. They can think that, I'm not changing, but they don't know what's going on in my current, or my current situation in life. My life has gotten a lot better. All the, bullying, instead of trying to, say, you know what, you need to get some help, or you know what, you need to do this. I had to figure it out for myself. It's kind of like you can lead the horse to water, but if they don't drink, it's not gonna, it's not gonna work. And that's just how I roll today. I'm happy, joyous, and free. There's nothing that's going to get in my way. Nothing is going to get in my way. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. I'm gonna turn this camera off because I'm gonna have me a cig, and I don't like to, smoke on camera, So, 1 second. If anybody got anything to say, go ahead, say it. Feel free. So, I hope everybody's enjoying their weekend. I believe one of the Vargos brothers are fighting tonight, so I'm looking forward to that. I always look forward to the great fights, and that's what I do. I watch a lot of boxing. I'm not really into UFC as much. I don't really like it. I find myself more in the realm of boxing, or even documentaries, or different things. Like I don't even really like getting into politics that much. I don't. I just don't. But what are your thoughts? Anyone in the chat, feel free to chime in and say, or write down, or whatever it is that you feel about the Garcia situation. If you heard about it, if you know anything about it. But it, this is the type of stuff that happens, and it happens to a lot of people who, like Brian. He became a professional. He is a pro now. I don't know who that is. I'm not going to drop the link. I might. If we can show some respect, then yeah, I'll drop it. Okay, I dropped that link. So all right, I'm gonna let the link stay up for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna take it down. Here's your chance. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Yep.
You gonna tell these people about that Diddler book you wrote? Huh?
Oh man, Diddler book.
Tell them about that? Yeah,
I got one question for you. Do you allow me to rent space in your head? Like serious? Like, do you like? I do rent space because every time I go away, you come back. You're addicted.
No, yeah, exactly. Every time you come back, I'm going to be here because you stalk women on the internet.
No, actually, I don't anymore. No, I don't. I actually have
you did.
Well, I said I did. That's the key word. I did. But you know what? I'm not afraid no more, man. It doesn't.
So you expect
voice doesn't fear me, and you stalking
so you
me.
expect
You know,
you expect everybody on this internet to believe that you changed in a couple months.
I don't really care what others think. It's not what others think. It's what I know. I live on my own. I do my own thing. I'm my own man. So that's that. You know what I mean? You're not
you're on your own. Yeah, you're on your own, but no family, no nothing, sitting there on a weekend with no kids.
All right. One thing I'm going to say to keep it real: do not bring my family up on these streams. Do not. So what do you got to say? What is it that is so important that you want to tell the whole world about me? Like I just want to know.
If any women on YouTube are trying to contact this man, don't. This dude is a grifter. He takes advantage of mentally ill women. Like what's up with Misha? What happened to Misha?
I don't talk to those people anymore. I don't talk to those people. And I'm not even allowed to discuss that because I had, some situations. And you know what? This ain't about me. Why don't we
because you took advantage of a mentally ill woman? Because you took advantage of yes, you did. I have to lie to you, Rocko. You took advantage of a mentally ill woman. You took advantage of a mentally ill woman. You sat there with her for hours and made up this story. And then you went on Sean Atwood's. Program and got paid to go on there and didn't even tell her. Didn't even bring up her name.
I never got paid. I don't know what you're talking about. Getting paid.
Rocko, you got $500. Didn't Courtney Burgess pay you $500 to go on there?
Look, we're not even going to see. That's the thing. We're bringing up names from
that's my question. Didn't Courtney Burgess pay you $500 to go on the Sean Atwood show? They were supposed to give you $1,000, right?
Look, this isn't about Courtney Burgess. This is about.
They were supposed to give you $1,000, right, Rocko?
What are you talking about?
I
don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're going on about, man. But like, I'm cool, man. I'm chilling. I think this is
what you do.
I'm glad. You know what? I'm gonna continue to come on.
You took advantage. You took advantage of that lady. You took her story and you went over there. You had her believing. You had this woman believing that she fucking kidnapped you from a bar and put you in Diddy's car.
Why is it that you can't worry about what little me does and you got to worry about what I do? Is my situation. You understand?
Why do you worry about what I do in my personal life? You had my family's picture. At the point you had my family's picture, you pass it around.
Okay, well, look, we can play tit for tat, but that's not what I'm here for.
You're
not worth my time. You're not worth my time. Serious, man. You're not worth my time.
I know you better know yourself, Jump, out here having mentally handicapped women. Let's talk about Christy Campbell. Let's talk about Christy Campbell there, right?
Look, I don't mess with that community, so I don't know what you're talking about.
What'd you do to her, Rocko? What'd you do to her, Rocko? What'd you do to her?
Nothing, Christy Campbell. What are you talking about?
Another mentally handicapped woman who you sit on the phone with for and had this woman believing that you raped her as a kid, right?
Oh my God!
You had this woman believing that you raped her as a kid, right, Rocko? Taking advantage of her, right, Rocko?
You're a joke to me, man.
Is that what you did, Rocko?
You're no man to me, okay? You're not a man to me. What you are is a certified bully, is what you are. You're a certified bully. Yeah, that's what you are. You prey on weak people as well, okay? I've had my past.
No,
I've been working on it. Hey, I'm a predator all you want. You know what? I haven't spoken to nobody.
You had Christy Campbell up on panel believing that you were a teacher and you used to rape your students and you talked to her and you raped her. That's what you did. Let's talk about Steve. What did you do to Steve? What did you do to Steve? Another mentally handicapped person. What did you do to him?
Look, leave those people out of this. Why do
I'm not leaving those people out of it. You want me to leave those people out of it, but that's how I show how much of a predator you are, Rocko. That's how I show how much you pray and you get on the internet because you sit in your house. What about Butch? What did you do to Butch?
Oh my God, man. You know what, man? You're bringing stuff up from a few years ago, man. Like, I mean, you know,
like pattern, Rocko. I'm showing a pattern.
Anything ever since I started.
What'd you do to my moon boots? What'd you do to Miles and his sister? Moon boots.
Look, man. Look, I ain't got nothing to say about those people. Those people are not on my radar.
You're a Nazi, right, Rocko? You're a Nazi, right?
I'm not a Nazi. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about.
You're a trip. You're a trip.
Anybody want to know what I'm talking about? Just look at Rocko Fowler on YouTube and his channel pop up and you know what I'm talking about. This is what this man does. He takes advantage of mentally ill people, and then he goes away, and then he comes back, and then he comes back, and he acts like he's changed, and he hasn't changed. He's just looking for new victims.
You're a waste of time.
You're just looking for new victims. Anybody in this chat supporting this dude is suspect as fuck.
I'm not looking for new
victims, Rocko.
You act like you got me down to a fucking science, man. You don't have me. What you are is you harasses people, and then you do these horrible, hateful things. What you've done it. You've done it in the past. You've taken pictures of them. Use them. No, I don't have to show you. You know what? You created channel. You know what you. I don't have to show proof. You show. How about that? You show. Well, yeah. Replay gang. You know, you're wasting your time with me because it's not going to work. I don't break, nor do I fold.
I promise it's gonna work. You said this how many times now? I've ran you off YouTube. How many times? Is this the fourth? This gonna be the fourth time? It's gonna happen. I promise you, it's gonna happen. I'm not gonna stop.
Look, there is a time and place for everything. And you know what? Hey, I dropped the lick.
The time
And
is
you know
now,
what?
Flip. It's 2026. Remember? It's 2026. Remember? You're gonna get on your Sean John outfit. You're gonna fly out here with your hair gel on, and you're gonna hurt me and my family.
Sean John. What, Sean John?
Yeah,
Sean
that's
John?
what you said. You're gonna get your, is that you said? You're gonna get your Sean John outfit on. You're gonna get your haircut. You're gonna do your haircut real nice. You're gonna fly out here to California with your buddy over in Las Vegas. You're gonna come see me and my family. It's 2026, but I'm ready.
My buddy in Las Vegas.
Yeah. What's his name? Eric? Was that his name? Eric?
I'm not sure who you're talking about.
Or what about your fake mob friends, Rocko? What about your fake mob friends that you called up and that little skit saying you're gonna come out here and you're gonna take me out? I have all these lives, Rocko. I know everything about you. You're fake as fuck.
Okay.
You get on the internet. You say these things. You look after weak women. You did it to.
I haven't said anything horrible to anybody since I've been back on the internet. And
well, since you've been back, it's gonna happen because you will.
Oh, it's
because
not
you're gonna
gonna
find
happen.
somebody. You're gonna.
No,
you're gonna find
no,
somebody.
I don't.
I seen your little crypt about the Epstein stuff. Oh, you were touched as a kid and this and that. I know exactly what you're doing. You're using that because you're going to try to grip off this Epstein shit. I know.
That's my personal stuff that happened to me when I was a child.
It's not personal when you put it on the internet, Rocko.
It had nothing
it's not
to do.
personal when you put it on the internet.
Okay, all right. Well, you know what?
You name these people, and I listen. I looked up those names that you dropped, Rocko, in there. I looked them up. They don't even exist. You're lying. You're lying. The names that you put on that little post that you did about the people you said that touched you, you're lying. They don't exist.
Okay, all right.
And you're using that. You're using that as a tool to get these weak-minded people to support you. But I'm here to let
actually,
people know that you're
people actually,
Mr. Rocko Dylan Feller.
Yeah.
We know who you are. You are a predator. You shouldn't even be on any social media.
You know, well, you know what?
You are a fake fuck predator.
You don't own
you are
shit.
A fake predator. You are a predator, Rocko. That's who you are. You are a predator who preys on women.
You know what you are? You're a bully. And you know what? Bullies
I'm a bully. I'm a bully. A grown man who's
not no grown
by
man.
another man.
You're
you're not. You're a little boy. You're a little boy who has your mama pay your child support still. Your mom's still paying your child support?
Talk about allegations.
Your mom's still paying for your kids, Rocko? Is that what your mom doing?
Oh
Not allegations. I have your mom saying it on. I have your mom saying it on camera.
You know what? My mom hates your fucking guts, bro. My mom cannot stand.
No, your mom hates me. Your mom hates me because you know why your mom hates me? Because you call her and cry about me all the time. And she said it. She said it on that live we did with her.
I didn't.
Oh yes. What'd she say, Rocko? What'd she say? I have been away from my son. What's like 9 years now? But at the time, what'd she say? I've been away from my son from 7 years, and it's been the most peaceful time of my life. She said those words, Rocko. She said that. Because why? Because you bitch and yell at her about getting you a computer. You cry and yell at her about giving you money for your fucking drugs, for all the shit that you do, and you can't even take care of your children.
I don't do drugs. Man. I don't do drugs, bro. I don't know what you do, Rocko. No, I'm not. I'm not.
I have a video from about 8 months ago about you talking about Akeem Ra, whatever the fuck that dude's name is.
I don't care
and you
about
that you were I don't know why you said that you were going through withdrawals from your medication. And I have the video of you walking to the store and you falling over. You were falling over, falling on the ground because you couldn't walk because you were so fucked up because you didn't have your dope.
Oh my God, man. You need to get your facts straight. That's what you need to do.
My facts, it's all documented. It's all there. I have everything, Rocko.
I know you do.
Diddy
stuff. You have the diary written too, right?
You know I do, and that's why you hate me so much, huh?
Yeah, I don't hate nobody. I don't hate nobody.
You know you do.
I don't hate
nobody.
I don't hate nobody,
yes,
man.
You know what the funny thing is that you haven't denied anything that I've said. You haven't denied any of it.
The past is the past, and the now is the now.
Because it's the truth. Because it's the truth. You cannot, those thoughts that you have in your head about touching children, those thoughts that you have in your head about Diddy putting you in a cage and touching your gut, you don't change those thoughts. You don't change those thoughts. Those are always with you.
You don't know that, man. You don't know any of that.
Oh, I do know that. You're the same Rocko that's always been. You went away
All
for
right.
about 6. Well, you didn't really go away because you've been over on Facebook. You've been over there
Well, I'm
talking all kinds
on
of shit over there.
I mean,
And then you come to YouTube.
You track
And
me
then you come to
everywhere.
YouTube.
Are you a
And then you
fucking
come to
stalker?
YouTube. And then
You're
you
a
come to
stalker.
YouTube and act like,
You're
and then
a
you come to
stalker.
YouTube and act like you haven't been on social media when you have.
Yo,
When you
know
have.
what? Have you had enough? Like, have you, like, you notice I'm not gonna say anything to you? Like, I'm not even gonna, like, feed into your bullshit. Like, I have no time for it. Like,
Let me see. Let me show something real quick. Let me see something real quick.
my students didn't come back on time. You think you're fucking smart. You think you're smart. We don't do those. We don't do those. We do not 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 do those. You do not come up on my fucking chat and bring some garbage of replayed videos. We don't do those. You had your fair share. I love it. LOL. Yeah, that I will not allow. If you're gonna come up on here when I drop a link and you're gonna bring videos or streaming other people's shit on my stream, it's just not gonna work. I'm gonna cut your line right there. I'm gonna cut your line right there. And that just goes to show how obsessed this man really is with me. That was good. Hey, I didn't get triggered one bit. I thought it was cute. I thought it was sweet. I'm not afraid of nobody. I'm letting all of you know that right now. I am not afraid of none of you. Zero. This is just the internet. That's all it is. This is just the internet. People make shit up on people all the time. Like I said again, people have their falls. But when they pick themselves back up, people like to try to kick them when they're down again, or try to kick them and put them down. Yeah, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. I'm a new me. I'm a new me, man. There's something called redemption. There's something called resurrection. There's something called change. All right, Rip It. That's fine. That's fine. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Hey, look. Don't come up on here trying to do what you're doing, because it ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. But I love it. I love how everybody seems to think, that they got me down to a science. You don't have me down to a science. You don't. I enjoy that. Thank you. I enjoy that. Thank you. I enjoy that. I enjoy that. Anyways, y'all. What a day, right? What a day. What a day. I'm not dropping no more links. One second. Let me see something here. Validation of that link. Validation of that link. Anyways. That's how that goes. That's how that goes. So anybody new in the chat, you want to go look at these old videos, created bullshit, go right ahead. That's fine with me. That's fine with me. That's fine with me. I'm back. Anyways, so the reality of you know, like what was just done was to prove that I don't fear anybody. But I'll tell you this right now, I will never ever drop the link for him again. I just won't. Because when you come onto my stream and you start, you know, talking about this one and that one and this one and that one, which by the way, forgiveness, some people don't know how to forgive. Some people have so much hatred built up inside of them that they can't release it. They can't take a look at themselves in the mirror because, you know, they know, they know what time it is. They know. I don't fear nobody. I'm not a little boy. And all that stuff was the reason why I don't feed into, and I said it. There are going to be rules. I dropped the link. I allowed him up. And he all of a sudden went into bringing up things that I said do not bring up. I don't need you to be playing other people's streams on my stream. No, you're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. I do not talk to those people anymore. I call the super SSP community, I call it the secret schizophrenic program is what I call it. All right? Is what I call it. You know, that's that. When you come up on here and you start mentioning stuff about, you know, people that have no business being brought up in this chat, you did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. I let you up here and I laughed at you. I thought you were cute. And I could smile today. And you know what? I feel great inside. And you know what? I just got what they call a great big W because I allowed you up. Before I would have screamed, I would have yelled, I would have carried on, I would have wasted my breath. I'm not triggered. I don't know what you're talking about, triggered. Oh, man, I don't know what you're talking about, triggered. I am not triggered. I am full of happiness. I am joyous, and I am free. And you know what? There's no one out there that could take that away from me. So, put this guy in timeout. Let's get him on out of here. He's a waste of my space. We don't do that. We just don't do that. As soon as you started playing another stream on this stream, I had no choice. You did that to yourself. And I caught it right in time. So if people want to go over there and, listen to this guy and, he's going to banter and he's going to try to, drag me through the mud. Well, let me explain something to you. What didn't kill me or what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. Okay? Just a heads up. What doesn't kill me or what hasn't killed me makes me stronger. And I will face whatever fear is put in front of me. That is what therapy teaches us, my friends. That is what therapy teaches you. Stand up against those that bully you. Don't allow others to bully you. Don't allow others to dictate your future. Don't allow others to continuously bring up the past. The past is the past. It's gone. It is gone. And this whole, it's just, first of all, when you come off of something or you're working on coming off of a medication that you don't want to be on anymore, which my mind is more clear now, as you can see. I just laugh. I just laugh, do whatever I got to do. It depends. I might have something coming up. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll let you know though. I don't know. I don't have time for people like him. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for the nonsense. I don't have time for the, back and forths. I don't have time for that. I just don't have time for it. What I have time for is my priorities in this world. Where am I going to go from here? I just let the dude just, banter on my live, and I just laughed at him. Like, you're funny. You're a waste of my time. You're a waste of my space. You're not even a thought in my head. You're not. You know what, buddy? You did not, you just spoke stuff that was fucking 4 years, 2 years, 3 years old. That's all you did. That's all you did. And I get it. I get the obsession. There are plenty of psychological, there's therapists out there that can help you with your, fixing your mind and go to a therapist and say, you know what, I'm really addicted, to harassing a man, that lives far away from me. I need help. Get some help. Because you know what I did, and I continue to, and I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop getting on here. And if people want to believe all that other stuff and continue to, believe what my past was, people change. And if you believe in God, God forgives. Look into the story about Black Moses, okay? Look into the story about how terrible of a person Black Moses was. Look into that. Look into that. We all go through what is called trials and tribulations in this world. We all go through our ups. We all go through our downs. We all go through pain. We all go through suffering. We all go through something in this world. But when it comes time, which was today, and I prayed and I said, God, what do you want me to do? Your will, not mine. My will not be done. What do you want me to do? And you saw what happened. So there you go. I don't need nobody to hold my hand. That's number one. I let you up here. So now Jacob can go about his, life and do what he's got to do, and I don't have to do a stream with Jacob and you, because as far as I know, and as far as I'm concerned, after this, you can come in my chat. You could, bullshit your way in. You could say whatever you want to say. But me, I'm just going to keep it 100% real. I will never, ever, 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 ever drop a link for you again in my chat. Ever. 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 So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Hold on one second, my friends. Okay. Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm trying to do something here. I hate when this internet, sometimes it goes a little bit slower than normal. Pardon me, it just goes a little bit small, slow. But I hope everybody's enjoying their weekend. You saw what went down. I stood my ground. I did what I had to do. I allowed, that to go down. And, I don't have time to talk about these other people. I get on here to do specific streams, to speak about specific things that I follow. I follow Ryan Garcia. I follow, certain, even other boxers, I'm hoping possibly, I think Ryan's going to be fighting again. I'm hearing Devin Haney, possibly. I'm hearing Shakur Stevens. I'm hearing possibly Teofimo Lopez. Quite a few, even Pitbull Cruz. There's several people that are lined up wanting Ryan. So I don't know. What I'd like to know what others think in the chat. I'd like to know what your who you want to see Ryan fight next. Because honestly, I think the rematch between him and Haney is long overdue. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see who picks up. We will see. But I'd really like to know W's in the chat. W's in the chat. W's in the chat. Let's put those W's in the chat, because the old me, I would have been all crazy, and I wasn't. I was like, why are you so obsessed? Like, seriously. Actually, that felt really good. That was actually very therapeutic. That was actually a great move on my part to show that I don't fear anyone. But to continuously, drop links and, put a link out there just for other people to come up and, try to, cause me to, flip out. It ain't going to work. Mind over matter. Mind over matter. That's why I meditate. That's why I pray. And that's why I ask for forgiveness. And where I'm wrong, I've asked for forgiveness. And you know what? I have been blessed. I have been blessed in more than one way. More than one way. I don't have nothing to prove to anyone. You think I'm going to drop the link again? This is what I mean. I let you up here. No, not especially after you playing all that stuff on my screen. Ooh, wow. You're gonna call me a dubby like I've never been called dumb before. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me. I love it. Maybe next time. We'll see. I will not come to your channel because I know what you do. I am not stupid. Trust and believe that I am not stupid. I was, not born yesterday, buddy. So, but I will pray for you, and, I will pray that you get the help that you need, so you can, work on, your obsession problem, not only with me, but probably other people, that are out there, that you just are so obsessed with me that you got to just continuously come in my lives and follow me around and stalk me on Facebook. Hey, stay out of here. Hey, I'll let you cuss me out right now. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you how well of a person I am. Watch this. Guys, I just love it. I love it. Oh, yeah? We'll see. Cuss me out. Cuss me out, man. Come on up. Cuss me out. Oh, man.
So does it like bother you at all that your partner, gets treatment for like premature ejaculation?
No, I mean it shouldn't bother anybody. It's only made our sex life better. So
Really?
Yeah. I cannot. So my husband
Come
got
on, you
prescribed
stupid thing.
the
Pardon me with that damn commercial. They always got these fucking ads up.
My hands steady, I feel ready, but my legs heavy, I don't get it. How come I hadn't hit it already? Still working, I'm still learning, I'm still searching, finally earning something, finally turning something called a profit. If I hear you talking shit, don't get caught in it. I'll be popping off and hit your ass, dropping all your shit. Yeah, I promise this, I got promises, you ain't stopping this. Cross my shit, you'll be knocked unconscious, bitch. That's the consequence, I got this, I will not quit. Man, I'm on it, honest, I'm gonna launch quick. Man, I'm
What's up, David?
It's just a matter of time before I'm over the climb and moving under my prime. Just quit my 9 to 5, I'm rocking, they watching, cause it's shocking, dropping all these top 10s, I'm so stopping. It's time to live my life, it's time to live my die. Wish I could slow the time and just enjoy the fire. I'm the one to take it, I swear to God, take it. So don't just let me get it. Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna get it. Yeah, I'm the one to get it, bro. I swear to God, I'll get it,
Time's
bro.
about up. I'm gonna delete it.
Hey, I ain't never giving up. Yeah, I never give up. I got this, man, I got it. I will rock when I'm on it. Never profit. Got the block when I'm toxic. Getting logic, make them nauseous. Party, get a toxic. Never cautious, profit. I'm the hardest. Not perfect, watch it. I'm the fucking king of profit. Profit, sitting hot shit. I'm profit, chronic. I'm in the motherfucking bosses. Back, better back, take it back where it's at. And my back to the back.
Now
Run it
then.
back, that's the back. We attack, get a back. No, we back, no, we back.
Let me read that. Oh, it says, great. Now they're roasting my grammar and spelling. Oh, here we go. Oh, wow. Look at you. Look at you. That was cute. I could play that game too. I could play that game too. It's okay. You know what? Hey, look, that's how that goes. I think it's sweet. I think it's cute. I think this whole thing is cute. I think the whole thing is cute. Like, it's sweet. And David, I don't know who you are, but I gotta yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We'll hide you. I hid you. My bad. I didn't mean to hit that. I'm here. Like, I'm You want to keep on doing this? We can keep on doing this.
You fat
Watch
snake,
this.
you stink.
That's it.
Sweet baby. My sweet baby.
I didn't drop you down. You dropped yourself down. Don't say that, man. You dropped yourself down.
Give me that phone.
I could read what you're writing. You say, man, only if I could have perfect English. I take it you're from, where are you from? What part of the world? Soul Leader. Where are you from? What part of the, globe?
Asshole son of a bitch. You like my asshole?
Okay.
You little faggot.
Sounds like a bunch of marbles in your mouth there, my friend.
Shut up.
Huh? Can you speak?
Hey, Luke.
Bucks County, Pennsylvania.
Luke. Let me finish this section and then we'll run to the store. You need anything else? Okay, honey.
Shine out now.
I know, it'll be all
Whatever
right.
the hell happened to the world?
Bucks County,
I'm
Pennsylvania.
looking around because I'm thinking, damn, man, they over here too. Though, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, fuck it, I gotta be careful what I'm saying because they might sneak up on my ass. Dude.
It'll be all right, I promise. If you
I'll
can't
be damned
control
if
it, don't worry about it.
You know, you're right. They don't want to get me started. I'll be a warlord.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? I already did my shit in jail. That scared me enough. You know what I'm saying? If I know I was gonna stab some people and doing some wicked shit.
Gotcha.
Hey,
It'll be all right.
Oh my God.
what I think?
Oh man.
When I get going, I ain't gonna stop. You know what I mean?
Right.
We don't know who this guy
He
is.
was shot.
Put
He
user.
was shot.
Put
He was
timeout.
shot. All I need is one bullet. That's
Okay.
it.
Okay. Just relax. It'll be all right.
Uh-huh.
Nothing's going to happen.
I'm
Just,
gonna take my bullet.
yeah, go take your meds, babe.
Yeah, so desperate is right.
All right, I'm finishing this one
Desperation.
section and I'll be ready.
Desperation. You really want to trigger me. It ain't going to work. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to work. I'm comfortable with the person I am today.
Fuck is the lighter.
I don't know what you're saying, bud. I don't know. Could be your words. It happens. It surely happens. I get it. All right. Well, we're about to cut this live here really soon because, yeah, that's just that. Anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna get up out of here. You know, I'm getting tired of this YouTube shit. I think it's a joke. Delete comment. Hop on.
Yeah, my hands steady, I feel ready, but my legs heavy, I don't get it. How come I haven't hit it already? Still working, I'm still learning, I'm still switching, finally earning something, finally turning something called a profit. If I hear you talking shit, don't get caught in it. I'll be popping off and hit your ass, dropping all your shit. Yeah, I promise this, I got promises, you ain't stopping this. Cross my shit, you'll be not to conscious, bitch. That's the consequence, I got this, I will not quit, and I'm on it, honest. I'm gonna launch quick, then I'm gone. It's just a matter of time before I'm over the climb and moving under my prime. Just quit my 9 to 5, I'm rocking, they watching, cause it's shocking. Dropping all these top 10s, I'm so stopping. It's time to live my life. It's time to
like
live
if they were
my
in a
I would rape kids. I would rape kids. Rape kids. I would rape. Just split them even more. So, rape kids. I would rape kids. Rape kids. I would rape. Just split them
for the kids, like if they were
rape kids. Rape kids. I would rape kids. Rape kids. I would rape. Just split them even more. What's up? On time? Or what's up? Then we come back?
for the kids, you mean like if they were
I would rape kids. I would rape kids. Rape kids. I would rape. Just split them even more. What's up? What's a monster? Kids. I would rape kids. What's a monster? That was horrible.
yeah, I've seen the sexual abuse, with leader,
yeah.
with all of them. But they had also
Do it cause I'm in the zone and you know that I'm ready for the shows. How it goes, I don't know, but I'm waiting till I'm chose one. Well, here I go. All these people wanna know what you think of them lately. Do you really love me or do you really hate me? On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you grade me? All the social media has got me going crazy lately. Everything's inflated, mainly everyone's invaded. Privacy is naked, and I really hate it. God, I really hate it. I just wanna make it through all this fake shit. Living in the real life, looking for some real times. Talk about the real climb, passionate in real rhymes. Steal time back from my 9 to 5, taking back my fucking life. I just wanna feel alive. I'm the one to get it, yeah. I swear to God, I did it, yeah.
Hold on.
Huh? Was that?
Let's go. Yeah, I'm the one to get it, bro. I swear to God, I'll get it, bro. Hey, I ain't never giving up. Yeah, I never give up. Take it till I make it. Motherfucking take it.